The implementation of the Lusaka Water Supply, Sanitation and Drainage Project by Millennium Challenge Account Zambia is now visible for all to see. The 5-year project is poised to benefit at least 1.2 million residents of Lusaka once the various works on projects are fully complete. Already, the Millennium Challenge Account Zambia project, funded by the American people through the Millennium Challenge Corporation in partnership with the Zambian government, is steps ahead in ensuring that the community gets the benefits. A number of local organizations dealing with water supply, sanitation and solid waste management are on the ground thanks to grants from MCA Zambia. These organizations are engaging members of the community in their activities, hence empowering the local people. GP&J is a solid waste management company currently working in Kaunda Square area of Lusaka. The company is using push carts with motorized tricycles in collecting waste. It has a workforce of at least 10 waste collectors, but with the grant from MCA Zambia, solid waste management services will be scaled up and more people will be employed.
If you look at where our container is, and you look at the stretch of the community, because we have to start from the far end up to this side. So the day we started with the wheelbarrows, we had only 3. So we had to lose 2, because the tires couldn't manage to go for 3 trips with heavy loads of waste. That's how I borrowed money, started working on the push carts. It was my own design. First I made it with 2 wheels, then I discovered that it was giving a big challenge to the guys who were pushing. Because controlling was a problem when it is. So I had to think through, then I thought of coming up with the next task. This is why we have the 3 TARS push carts. My idea was first to satisfy the people of Kaunda Square. I should make sure that I have no problem before I extend, because there's no need for you to extend when you can't manage your own house. So now, since we are going to have these funds from Millennium Challenge, I'm sure we intend to extend to grips.
And in taking advantage of the solid waste that is generated from various areas in Lusaka, L&N Matrix is collecting plastic bottles and aluminium and steel cans for the purpose of recycling into viable commercial products. With the MCA Zambia grant, L&N Matrix will purchase a crusher which will be adding value to the materials.
After we got the grant from the MCA Zambia, we saw that instead of us exporting the way they are as bales, we can add value so that we, instead of them going like this, we put them in the wash line. The wash line, it will cut these plastics into smaller pieces. Then it will pass through a wash line, which is a cold washer. It will wash the bottles. Then it goes again into another one, which is a hot washer. And then it wash them, then they become white, very, very white, snow white. Then when they are snow white, then they go into the coolers, the heaters and the silos. Then they come out there, they are flakes like the way these are. So when they are flakes like this, then these are the ones now which will be packing in what? In 1-ton bags. So when we pack them in 1-ton bags, then we can send them now outside, even to Europe.
For New Tech Recycling, plastic waste means binding material for producing reliable and affordable construction materials such as paving stones and floor towels. The project is a dream come true for Castro Shanobe, who is proud that through MCA grant he will be able to offer employment to other young people.
Okay, the challenge that we had was after we conceptualized the project, the challenge we had was to procure equipment. So mostly the grant will help us to procure the equipment that we need so that we could mass produce and also increase on or improve on the quality of the products. Well, plastic is really something that we can produce a lot of things from, and I think most people will start transitioning now from the normal concretes that we're used to literally constructing with plastic. So I think our company will be the most preferred construction material supplier in the next 5 years.
On the other hand, Dixon Chikondi is working with the Alliance for Sustainable Development, an organization which is promoting the adoption of appropriate and innovative community-led solid waste management. He makes wax from plastics.
Wax isivuta ni kuchita cho organize showmaker, then mwachita organize na lead, then natukuopo tuatoa Kent beer walo Kent drink ma softies ya mwatungamba mshemunshi, then mwambo cha meuti mwabene wake mwambo tira maye mtukopo katira mtukopo ikayuma yagwirana mwachosa.
An Alliance for Sustainable Development is focused on making a difference in Bauleni and George compounds of Lusaka.
This project is about building capacities of the community-based entrepreneurs who are contracted by the council to manage waste in the community, as well as building the capacities of communities to be able to manage waste responsibly. As you might know that the CBEs are incapacitated because the community are not subscribing to them, and as a result, their operation is not very efficient. So in this project, we have incorporated sorting at source, that is sorting of waste, so some of the waste can be sold to would-be recyclers or other processors. And our intention is that these communities can be able to generate money from sale of sorted waste and be able to subscribe. Also, we hope that some of the monies can be used to sustain their livelihoods.
Keeper Zambia Foundation has also come on board to establish a cost-sharing revolving fund mechanism. The fund will support solid waste collectors so that they become profitable businesses.
Our idea was to see how we can transform a solid waste management service into a business by adding value to the waste, and also by linking the CBEs, the community-based enterprises, to the already existing established waste management services that are in fact dealing with recyclable material.
In terms of generation of the waste, you'll be surprised that in a day it's in the range of about 80 tons a day. And that is the waste. So we are trying, through this innovation which is coming on, I'm very much happy for it, and I'm eager to see it moving on, where we are saying, well, this is a waste, but this waste should not end up as a waste, but somehow the innovation should come in to try and see if there is something that is recyclable, should be taken to the recycling system. And then the people who are generating the waste, they need to benefit at the end of the day by ensuring that they keep their environment in a very normal way.
After Muzuri brings to the table a different dimension to sanitation, theirs is through promoting sustainable menstrual hygiene management and sanitation for market women. Mutalewowa is the director and now explains.
Basically, there are two markets that we're focusing on in Lusaka, Mutendere market and Kazimai market. The idea behind this is to move women into being conscious of the sanitation around themselves, make sure that they are trading in a cleaner environment. To that effect, there will be construction of special toilets that will provide a space for the women to have a free space where they can have the towel, sanitary towel changing.
Access to proper toilets has continued to be a challenge to many communities, with pit latrines being the cheapest and obvious means. The Water and Sanitation Association of Zambia comes in to provide flash bio-latrines for 8 community schools in Mandevu constituency in Lusaka.
We were encouraged with the results to apply for more schools, which we did, and we got funds again, funding for 8 more schools in the Mandevu constituency, not only in Chazanga but in the communities within the constituencies. So these schools have been identified, and in fact we may end up doing 9 if things go according to our plan. So this is what gave us even the encouragement when we saw the benefit that the project had, and particularly the girl child who received the facility, even to be able to continue to go to school without a break in between when they are experiencing their menstrual cycles. So that facility has also been implemented, which we are calling menstrual hygiene management.
The People's Process on Housing and Poverty in Zambia has joined the MCA family with resolve to manage a microcredit scheme for improvement of sanitation. The organization will also mobilize, sensitize, and train communities to construct their own toilets.
There are about almost 40 informal settlements in Lusaka which basically use pit latrines. So this is creating a lot of stress in terms of water resources that we have, polluting underground water because of the emphasis on the use of pit latrines. So our project basically, which is the Lusaka Peri-Urban Water and Sanitation Project, is trying to target Tendere East and Mandevu Marapodi, where we would basically try to give an opportunity to people to have access to decent and affordable sanitation. So these will basically be more like flush toilets. We want to go the conventional way. And then from this, we hope to target more than at least 800 households in both settlements, with more of the households being in Mtendere and with the rest being in Mandevu Marapodi.
With these grants given out, it is clear that MCA Zambia is determined to reduce poverty through economic growth.